Welcome to MathGPT. Today we'll learn how to convert between millimeters of mercury, mmHg, and atmospheres, atm. These are two common units used to measure pressure, especially in medical and scientific contexts. Let's start with the key conversion factor. 1 atmosphere is equal to 760 millimeters of mercury. We can write this as 1 atm equals 760 millimeters of mercury. This means we can set up ratios to convert between these units. To convert from mmHg to atm, we'll multiply by the ratio that cancels mmHg and gives us atm. To convert from atm to mmHg, we'll use the inverse ratio. Let's visualize this relationship. Here's a mercury barometer, which measures atmospheric pressure. When atmospheric pressure pushes down on the mercury reservoir, it forces mercury up the tube. At sea level, standard atmospheric pressure will push the mercury column to a height of 760 millimeters. Now, let's try a practice problem. A patient's blood pressure reading is 120 millimeters of mercury. Convert this to atmospheres. Let's solve this step by step. 1. First, we'll write down what we know 2. Then we'll set up our conversion ratio 3. Finally, we'll solve. Let's solve this problem. We start with 120 millimeters of mercury and multiply by our conversion factor of 1 atmosphere over 760 millimeters of mercury. Notice how the units of millimeters of mercury will cancel out, leaving us with atmospheres. Now let's calculate 120 times 1 divided by 760. This gives us 0.158 atmospheres. To verify our answer makes sense, remember that 1 atmosphere equals 760 millimeters of mercury. So our blood pressure reading of 120 millimeters of mercury should be less than 1 atmosphere. Let's summarize what we've learned. 1. The key conversion is 1 atmosphere equals 760 millimeters of mercury. 2. To convert from millimeters of mercury to atmospheres, multiply by 1 over 763. Always check that your answer makes sense relative to these standard values. Remember, in medicine and science, you'll often need to convert between these units, so practice until you're comfortable with these conversions.